Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
সবাই ক্লিয়ারলি শুনতে পাচ্ছে?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I hope you had a good weekend. Can you see the slide, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think in the last class, we started on discussing how to find the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity in a market, right? We looked at the supply and demand diagram together, the supply and demand curves together. A discussion hয়েছিল last class, right? On Thursday?
Yes,
Okay. So at a price where the quantity demanded and quantity supplied are equal to each other. For example, in this market, this is the market from ice cream cones. We saw that the equilibrium price is 15 taka per cone and the equilibrium quantity is 7 ice cream cones. So at 15 taka per cone, the quantity demanded and quantity supplied are equal to each other. So this price is also known as the market clearing price. Because আমরা তারপরে কি দেখেছিলাম that whenever the price is above or below the equilibrium price, it either causes a surplus in the market, which is an excess supply, that is quantity demanded is higher, quantity supplied is higher than quantity demanded, or it can cause a shortage, that is an excess demand, basically where quantity demanded is greater than quantity supplied. যখন equilibrium price charge করা হবে and equilibrium quantity will be bought and sold in the market, there will be no excess supply or excess demand. That's why this price is known as the market clearing price. It clears the market of any shortages or any surpluses. So that at equilibrium, that's the most efficient outcome. So all buyers have sellers, all sellers have buyers. That's why it is the most efficient outcome. So I think I discussed what a surplus is and what a shortage is. The discussion হয়েছিল না?
Yes, miss.
Okay. I also showed you in a diagram, surplus কখন হবে? Whenever the price is above the equilibrium price. For example, here, if the price is above the equilibrium price, it will cause a surplus, because we know when the price increases, holding everything else constant, quantity supplied rises, whereas quantity demanded decreases. That's why কি হচ্ছে, for example, at this price, P2, what is happening? Quantity supplied is higher than quantity demanded. This is your quantity supplied at P2, this is your quantity demanded at P2. Because of the law of demand and law of supply working. That's basically a surplus. Whenever the price is below your equilibrium price, that causes a shortage. For example, here, P3 is below the equilibrium price, and at P3, because price has fallen, as price falls, আমরা কি জানি, quantity demanded increase করছে, whereas quantity supplied decreases. So at P3, this is the quantity demanded and this is the quantity supplied. So this causes a shortage. Last class, I think I had a small discussion about the invisible hand. I think I mentioned that Adam Smith came up with this term, the invisible hand, which basically means that all of us are guided by our own self-interest. And as we act upon our own self-interest to fulfill our interest to benefit ourselves, we end up benefiting the society. এরকম একটা discussion হয়েছিল. I gave you an example about your bachelor's degree, then basically producers trying to earn profits, right? There was an example like this. So the whole point of the discussion was that কোনো কারণে যদি price automatically বেড়ে যায় অথবা কমে যায় from the equilibrium price, basically disequilibrium এ যদি চলে যাই আমরা, for some reason if the price goes up or down, basically it goes above your equilibrium or below the equilibrium, holding everything else constant, if you let consumers behave on their own, if you let producers behave on their own, the market forces are demand and supply. They are going to basically make sure that we are back to the equilibrium. So if you let the market do its job and there is no interference, especially interference সাধারণত গভর্নমেন্টের থেকে হয়, আমরা দেখব কিভাবে হয় একটু পরে. If there are no interferences, there will be no shortages or surpluses in the market. It will clear itself. So, for example, if there is, let's say, a surplus কখন হবে? যখন equilibrium price এর বেশি price charge করা হবে. For some reason, let's say in the market, some producers start charging a higher price for some reason, whatever the reason is. So if you let the market do its job, when the price is higher, what's happening? It's causing a surplus. There are basically more available in the market then what people are willing and able to buy at this price. Quantity supplied is higher than quantity demanded. So there's an excess amount of the good available at this price, an excess amount of the good that the sellers are willing and able to sell at this price compared to what buyers are willing and able to buy. So if the price goes up and there is a surplus, একটা পয়েন্টে কি হচ্ছে, এই যে সেলাররা, সব সেলার কি সেল করতে পারছে? Is it in the market, are all the sellers able to sell their good or service?
No, miss.
No, because the quantity demanded, for example, here is 4 ice cream cones, whereas the quantity supplied is 10 ice cream cones. There's an excess of 6 ice cream cones, which no one is buying. After a point, these sellers, they're going to get annoyed and frustrated because no one is buying these excess 6 ice cream cones. And as they keep on basically taking stock kore rakhte hobe, they have to keep it in their warehouse or in inventory or in the shop. The longer they keep it, the costlier it is. যত আমি একটা জিনিসকে সেল করছি না, রাখছি, স্টোরেজের কস্ট আছে, ওয়্যারহাউজিং কস্ট আছে, and what if it's an agricultural product? What if it's something that goes bad very easily? So what will they start doing? No one is buying it. So some basically sellers will start actually offering a lower price because they know that at this price, age excess choita, no one's buying it. So what's better for me to do to actually sell it in the market? I may earn a lower profit, maybe I'll earn a little less than I would, but it's better than earning in zero. So they will start offering a lower price. তখন কি হবে? As they lower the price, what is going to happen? As a buyer, what are you going to do? যত price কমছে,
Yes, I will buy more.
so if I used to use economics terms, I would say quantity demanded would start rising, right? Is everyone following? I can only hear one person speaking to me.
Yes, ma'am.
So as price basically is going down, age sellers are they're starting to offer a lower price because they need to sell the product. এখন it's no longer that I need to sell at this price because, well, no one's buying it. No one is buying this excess amount that is available in the market. And the more I keep it, the more money I have to spend to keep it with me. So it's best I basically offer lower prices. যত price কমতে থাকবে, ততই quantity demanded will start rising according to the law of demand, holding everything else constant. At the same time, other sellers will also start basically reacting to this. As price goes down, according to the law of supply, quantity supplied will start falling as well. So both of these basically forces are going to act, and the quantity demanded will keep rising and quantity supplied will keep falling until they reach a point, until we reach the equilibrium price where they're both equal to each other, where quantity demanded and quantity supplied are equal to each other. So whenever there is a surplus, when does a surplus take place? Whenever the price is above the equilibrium. Now, according to the law of demand and law of supply, whenever we are in a surplus, basically the market forces will push down the prices. Price ki push down korbe until it reaches the equilibrium price, until there is equilibrium in the market. Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
এখানে কি হচ্ছে? এখানে both law of demand and law of supply are acting together. And the same happens whenever there is a shortage as well. Again, law of demand and law of supply will fix the problem. Market ki clear kore dibe from shortages. So here, there is a shortage at P3. Whenever the price falls below the equilibrium, there will be a shortage. There will be more people willing and able to buy the good than what sellers are willing and able to sell in the market. Market available at 4 ice cream cones, but basically the quantity demanded, people want are able to buy 10 units at this price. So if you let the market forces do their job, if you let buyers and sellers, if you leave them alone, ওরা automatically এই প্রবলেমটাকে ফিক্স করবে। So তখন কি হচ্ছে? এখন because there's a shortage, people want this, people are willing and able to buy this good. It's very much possible that there may be some buyers who are willing to pay a higher price for the product. এটা হতে পারে না, if you really want this good, it's very much essential to you, আমরা অনেক সময় কিন্তু একটা গুডের জন্য যতটুকু না প্রাইস তার বেশি দিতেও কিন্তু at times রাজি হই। Isn't it possible? Just to have the good? So that is what's going to happen, because there are 6 more consumers, let's say, who want this product, but it's not basically available in the market right now. So they probably, you can say the buyers are fighting amongst each other for the good, right? Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you think that এখানে একজন করে consumer যদি আমরা ধরি, 10 consumers are fighting for these 4 ice cream cones that are available. However, obviously you cannot distribute the 4 basically ice cream cones among 10 people. So there may be some consumers who would still want this ice cream cone at a higher price than P3. If they really want this, ওরা হয়তো একটু বেশি প্রাইস দিতে রাজি হবে. And when producers realize this, ওরা তখন কি করবে? As a sensible producer, as a sensible seller, what will you do? If you know your consumers will pay more than the market price, what will you do?
Yes, I will increase the price again.
You will actually start increasing the price, because there are some buyers who really want this good and they are willing to pay a higher price. And when the sellers realize this, what will they do? They will actually start bidding up the prices. They will start basically asking for a higher price. And some buyers would be willing to buy at the higher price. So তখন কি হচ্ছে? প্রাইসটা কি হবে? It will start rising. The prices will bid up. Your buyers would offer to pay a higher price, and sellers would actually also ask for a higher price. And as price goes up, can you tell me what happens to the supply side and the demand side? Supply side কি হবে? Law of supply কি বলছে?
সাপ্লাই বেড়ে যাবে তখন।
সাপ্লাই না, কি বাড়বে? আবার বলো, সাপ্লাই বাড়বে না, কি বাড়বে? এই জিনিসটা কিন্তু বারবার
কোয়ান্টিটি অফ সাপ্লাই বেড়ে যাবে।
কোয়ান্টিটি সাপ্লাইড। সো ইউ নিড টু বি ভেরি কেয়ারফুল অ্যাবাউট দ্য টার্ম ইউ আর ইউজিং। সাপ্লাই বাড়া মানে হচ্ছে সাপ্লাই কার্ভ শিফট হবে রাইট সাইডে। এখানে কোনো শিফটিং হচ্ছে না, বিকজ what is changing? The price is changing. So it doesn't basically cause a shift. So as the price goes up, as price basically keeps increasing, with prices being increased, the law of demand and law of supply will start acting. On the seller side, what will happen? যত price বাড়ে আমরা কি জানি? Quantity supply বাড়তে থাকবে. So there will be an upward movement on the supply curve. Quantity supplied will start increasing from 4. Similarly, on the buyer side, what's going to happen? As price goes up, according to the law of demand, quantity demanded will start falling. Again, that's an upward movement on the demand curve as well. So quantity demanded will actually start falling from 10. So this will keep going on. The price will keep going up until it reaches the equilibrium price, where quantity demanded and quantity supplied are equal to each other. That's when this market adjustment will stop. There's no reason for us to move away from this equilibrium anymore. So যখনই shortage হবে, shortageটা হচ্ছে কেন? Because the price is below the equilibrium price. Whenever there's a shortage, it will push up the price until it reaches the equilibrium. Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
এটাতে
ma'am.
কারো question আছে? Any question here?
ম্যাম একটা এক্সাম্পল দিয়ে বুঝালে একটু সুবিধা হতো।
Example, to be honest, demands একটু পরে আমরা দেখবো যে not always we let the equilibrium price basically be reached. In reality, not all markets behave like this, but generally you'll see, if you think about, let's say, the market for shares like stock, or the market for foreign currency like dollars and euros, things like that, most of the time they are in equilibrium. কারণ এই যে আমাদের demand supply এর adjustment খুব quickly হয়, খুব মানে shortage surplus সহজে কিন্তু থাকে না এইসব মার্কেটে। এত quickly consumers and producers are behaving, even for some reason, if you say আমাদের foreign exchange, if you exchange রেটটা কোনো কারণে যদি খুব বেড়ে যায় বা খুব কমে যায়, we're saying that the market is actually working here. So if that's the case, for example, the dollar market, it adjusts very quickly, খুব quickly, কিন্তু আমরা সাধারণত disequilibrium থাকি না when it comes to foreign exchange basically market. That could be one example. এটাকে লজিক্যালি চিন্তা করো, যখন basically surplus হচ্ছে কি হচ্ছে, there are more available of the good than what people are willing and able to buy at this price. So if you're a producer, would you just stay with the goods forever, or would you try to sell it? What would you do? As a sensible, rational seller, তুমি কি করবা? এটা নিয়ে বসে থাকবা সারা জীবন?
No, miss.
No.
ও ম্যাম ফুল দিয়ে দিই।
আমার তখন কি করতে হবে? আমার তো তখন গোল হচ্ছে যে আমি সেল করে কিছুটা রেভিনিউ আর্ন করব, রাইট? এন্ড দ্যাটস হোয়াট অ্যাকচুয়ালি হ্যাপেন্স ইন দ্য মার্কেট। কেন মানুষ প্রাইসেস কমাতে রাজি হয়? বিকজ এখন আই নিড টু সেল ইট, সো দ্যাটস ওয়েন দে স্টার্ট রিডিউসিং দ্য প্রাইস। যখন প্রাইসটা কমা শুরু করছে তখন কি হচ্ছে? আদার সেলার্স স্টার্ট রিঅ্যাক্টিং বাই রিডিউসিং দেয়ার কোয়ান্টিটি সাপ্লাইড, whereas buyers starts reacting by increasing their quantity demanded. And the opposite happens when the price is below, যখন একটা shortage হয়। shortage এ বোঝা যাচ্ছে কি consumers actually want this product at this price, but there isn't enough. So as a producer, as a seller, I know there are some consumers যারা একটু বেশি প্রাইস হলেও কিনতে রাজি হবে, তখন আমি প্রাইসটাকে বাড়ানো শুরু করব, রাইট? Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
যত
Yes,
প্রাইস
ma'am.
বাড়াচ্ছি আমরা কি জানি? প্রাইস চেঞ্জ হলে it will both affect consumers, it will both affect producers. So whenever there's a shortage or surplus, basically consumers and producers will fix the problem when you basically let the market be free on its own. But reality is not all markets are always free. Prices, এখানে কি? Price is a rationing device. এখানে কি? প্রাইসটা কি করছে? কোনো সারপ্লাস হচ্ছে বা শর্টেজ হচ্ছে, সেটা কি? ইনএফিশিয়েন্সি, রিসোর্সকে ঠিকভাবে আমরা অ্যাকচুয়ালি অ্যালোকেট করছি না। কিন্তু what is this price doing? It's helping to fix the problem, and basically as a rationing device it's helping to fix the problem and bring us to an efficient point. But not always prices are allowed to basically move freely as rationing devices. So it is possible that এই যে shortage বা surplus হচ্ছে, it may exist for some time. আর সেটা তখনই পসিবল ইফ এক্সটার্নালি প্রাইসটাকে আমরা হয় বাড়াচ্ছি না হলে কমাচ্ছি ফ্রম দ্য ইকুইলিব্রিয়াম প্রাইস, এন্ড ইটস পসিবল ইফ দেয়ার ইজ আ গভর্নমেন্ট ইন্টারফিয়ারেন্স। সবসময় কিন্তু ইকুইলিব্রিয়াম প্রাইস চার্জ হবে না মার্কেটে। দ্য প্রাইস মে বি অ্যাবাভ অর বিলো দ্য ইকুইলিব্রিয়াম প্রাইস, especially if the government has set this price. And there are multiple reasons why the government may set this price. We'll see what these basically prices are. And we already know equilibrium থেকে সরে গেলে কিন্তু we are at an inefficient situation. And whenever the government sets a price that may not be the equilibrium price, automatically there will be an inefficient. That's why to আমরা এত government inefficient বলি। কিন্তু government's goal is not to be efficient. Government doesn't care about resources being allocated in the most efficient way. It cares about the welfare of its people. And not always your welfare or your well-being may come with efficiency. ইকোনমিস্টরা এফিসিয়েন্সি নিয়ে চিন্তা করে, গভর্নমেন্টের গোল হচ্ছে কিভাবে আমরা সোসাইটিতে মানুষের বেটার করতে পারি। এখন সেটা ইনএফিশিয়েন্ট আউটকামের সাথেও হতে পারে। So we'll see what happens when the government actually sets a price and it doesn't allow the market to fix a shortage or surplus. এখানে তো যে প্রাইসটা সেট করা হচ্ছে এটা কিন্তু কোনো ধরনের এক্সটার্নাল এন্টিটি লাইক গভর্নমেন্ট এসে কিন্তু এটা ফিক্স করছে না। So this is not binding, but it's possible, and that happens around the world always. Governments can step in and fix certain goods and services price ke fix kore dite pare for a certain amount of time. So we'll see how the government can actually control the price. There are two ways. So there are two types of price controls. One is a price floor and the other is a price ceiling. Is everyone following?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
A
ma'am.
price floor is basically a minimum price set by the government. This is a minimum price set by the government below which legal trade means legal buying and selling of the product cannot take place. So this price is always above the equilibrium price. If it's below the equilibrium price, it won't work. If it's equal to the equilibrium price, it won't work because you don't need it to be the equilibrium price. Government যখন এসে if it interferes in a market and sets basically a price floor which is the minimum price, it can result in inefficiency. So this is, for example, you can consider this price, let me rewrite this, as a price floor. So a price floor is always above the equilibrium price. Is everyone following?
Yes, miss.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So floor, oftentimes student gets confused. Jeta floor, it should be below. No, floor means you cannot go below it. Legally, you cannot go below the price floor set by the government. Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ওকে সো এখন গভর্নমেন্ট সাধারণত প্রাইস ফ্লোর বা প্রাইস সিলিং সেট করে থাকে টু হেল্প সার্টেন সেকশনস অফ দ্য সোসাইটি generally price floors are set because they're above the equilibrium price. They're usually set to protect sellers, protect the supply side of the market for certain goods and services. In many countries, for example, like in Europe as well, agricultural products, crops, agricultural products like rice and corn, etc. সেখানে কিন্তু government price floor set করে দেয়. It's usually above the equilibrium price because it's possible that the equilibrium price is too low, especially of agricultural products. Only the equilibrium price at which the product would be selling in the market is too low, basically for the farmers, basically those sellers to survive. It's not high enough. So সাধারণত agricultural products এর ক্ষেত্রে government একটা price floor set করতে পারে. So legally you cannot buy or sell at a price lower than P2. So that means even the equilibrium price becomes illegal তখন. So আরেকটা example হচ্ছে minimum wages. আমরা কি we are workers, we supply our labor, right? We are workers, আমরা কি করি labor time supply করি মার্কেটে. So we are sellers of our labor, we are sellers of our time and effort. So government tries to protect workers by setting minimum wages. Minimum wages are basically wages below which you cannot pay a worker. Legally, you cannot pay a worker less than the minimum wage. Bangladesh, I think it's 8,500 taka per month. I think that is the minimum wage in Bangladesh. Legally, you cannot pay a worker less than that. If you pay less than that, if that's actually happening in the market, which it does, that's actually illegal. Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is happening? কিন্তু যখনই গভর্নমেন্ট কি করছে প্রাইসটাকে উঠিয়ে দিচ্ছে ইকুইলিব্রিয়াম উপরে, what's happening in the market? It is causing a surplus in the market. It is automatically causing an inefficiency in the market. Even though the government's maybe motivation or maybe goal is a good goal, they want to do good for the people, the society, but it may result in an inefficiency. Agricultural products এর ক্ষেত্রে কি হয়, এই যে সারপ্লাসটা গভর্নমেন্ট সাধারণত the government buys it. Government actually buys it at a lower price, at a high price, sorry, and then the government does whatever it wants with it. It's usually in agricultural products case. But otherwise, as long as this P2, as long as this basically price floor is in effect, there is a surplus. So সাধারণত workersদেরকে minimum wage is probably one of the most basically commonly used example of price floors. এখানে কি হচ্ছে ওয়ার্কার্সদেরকে প্রোটেক্ট করার জন্য, না হলে কি করবে এমপ্লয়ার্সরা, দে উইল অ্যাকচুয়ালি এক্সপ্লয়েট দ্য ওয়ার্কার্স বাই পেইং দেম আ ওয়েজ বিলো দ্য মিনিমাম ওয়েজ। সবাই বুঝতে পারছে? Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. So at the same time, the government can also set a price ceiling, which is the opposite. It's a government mandated or basically government set maximum price. So above this price, you cannot legally buy or sell this product. So this price is below the equilibrium price. Again, why is it below the equilibrium price? Probably the equilibrium price is too high. And this time, usually the government can set a price ceiling to protect buyers. The price at which the product is being sold may be too high. And that's when the government can step in and set a price that is below the equilibrium. Legally, you cannot charge a price above the price ceiling. So if P3 is our price ceiling, legally you cannot buy or sell at a price above P3, even if it's the equilibrium price. সবাই ফলো করছে?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So এটা সাধারণত হচ্ছে বায়ারদেরকে প্রোটেক্ট করার জন্য, because the price, the equilibrium price may be too high for them to consume. অনেক ধরনের essential goods and services like medicines, তো গভর্নমেন্ট ওগুলাকে অ্যাকচুয়ালি প্রাইস সিলিং সেট করে দিতে পারে। So why is it a ceiling? Ceiling is because you cannot go above it. That's why it's called a ceiling. Even though it's below the equilibrium, it's a ceiling because you cannot go above it. That's why it's actually a price ceiling. So obviously, some examples are like essential items. One example is actually rent control. This is very much common in New York City, where the rent of a house is controlled by the government because the rent may be too high. That's why government একটা cap করে দেয় rent কে, যে এর বেশি একটা, this is basically the size of the house, if there are this many bedrooms, if it's in this location, you cannot, as a landlord, as the owner of the house, you cannot charge a rent higher than what the government has decided. So usually to protect buyers, the government can step in and set a price ceiling. So তখন কি immediately inefficiency create হচ্ছে, create হচ্ছে একটা shortage create হচ্ছে, right? Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So whenever the price is being controlled by the government, either through a price ceiling or a price floor, price floors are above the equilibrium price, price ceilings are below the equilibrium price. And they are set by the government, so they are binding. Legally, you cannot move away from that price. তখনই কি হবে, একটা inefficiency create হবে. Price floor hole, it will create a surplus. Price ceiling hole, it will create a shortage. Unless you get rid of this price floor or price ceiling, this shortage or this surplus will remain. The market will be inefficient. এখন এই যে inefficiency-টা আসলে কি হচ্ছে, at the end of the day, less than the equilibrium amount is being actually traded in the market. Equilibrium-এ যদি আমরা থাকতাম, equilibrium price যদি charge করা হতো, more would be bought and sold in the overall market. Then if there is a price control in the form of a ceiling or a floor. So এই যে diagram-টা, think of, let's say, a price floor of $15, whatever this good is, good X. So when the price is $15, আমাদের equilibrium price কিন্তু $10. So at $10 in the market, 100 units of the good would be traded, bought and sold. 100 units of the good would be bought and sold in the market. But at $15, there actually is a surplus in the market. But actually, কতটুকু bought and sold হবে market? Can anyone see and tell me from the diagram how much will be actually bought and sold?
Miss 50.
50 units. So even though there are 150 units available, only 50 are being bought by people, right? মানুষ আসলে কিনছে কতটুকু? 50 units? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
A 100 units actually, there is an excess of 100 units that no one is buying. So actually, market bought and sold হচ্ছে 50 units. That means if we were at equilibrium, 100 units would have been traded. But because of this price control, because of this price floor, even though there's a surplus, only 50 units are being bought and sold. Actually, market কতটুকু good exchange হচ্ছে? Only 50 units. So there are always fewer exchanges whenever there is a price floor. And the same goes whenever there is a price ceiling as well. If we have a price ceiling of, let's say, $5, so in the market, whenever there's if the price is $5, which is below the equilibrium, obviously it causes a shortage. That means 150 units are being demanded by the people, but there are only 50 available. আসলে কতটুকু bought and sold হবে? Market actually কতটুকু exchange হবে at $5?
50.
50. Reason is there are only 50 available. এর থেকে বেশি তো আসলে there is no possible for anyone to buy. If it's not in the market, how are you going to buy it? So even though quantity demanded is 150 units, the quantity supplied is 50 units at this price. And if there isn't if this good is not available in the market, how are you going to buy it? There's only 50 units available. তাহলে কি হচ্ছে? Even at a price ceiling, which creates a shortage, what's happening? Less than the equilibrium amount is being bought and sold. If the equilibrium price was set, 100 units would have been bought and sold. Efficient outcome hoto. But because we are setting a price control and the government is actually physically controlling the price and therefore how much is being bought and sold in the market, less than the efficient amount will be exchanged. It doesn't matter if it's a price floor or a price ceiling. Ultimately, market কতটুকু trade হবে, how much will be bought and sold, it will always be below the equilibrium amount, below the efficient amount. Price floor hole, it causes a surplus. Price ceiling hole, it causes a shortage. But actually, কতটুকু bought and sold হবে? Definitely less than the equilibrium amount. And when there are price controls, it can result in illegal or black market activities. So if you think of, let's say, a price floor, this price is much higher than the equilibrium price. Not enough people are buying. Illegally, some basically sellers may offer a lower price. Some sellers may offer a lower price to its buyers illegally because you can't do that legally. So that causes basically, that results in black market or illegal activity. Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
So সাধারণত আমরা প্রাইস ফ্লোরটা ফর এক্সাম্পল ছিল মিনিমাম ওয়েজেস সো মিনিমাম ওয়েজেস দিস এফেক্টস বেসিকলি মোর inexperienced unskilled labor, more younger labor, or basically who do not have actually higher education. Unskilled bolte amra seta bujhai. So for example, if you think about, let's say, foreign, basically students like us, like Asian students, basically who are studying abroad, অনেক সময় কিন্তু তারা কি হয় পার্ট টাইম জব নিয়ে থাকে basically as a way to earn pocket money, and oftentimes they're paid less than the basically minimum wage in that country. So that is an illegal activity or black market activity that is taking place because they're students, or they're willing to work at a lower wage than the minimum wage. And oftentimes a sub situation ওদের যে পেমেন্টটা হয় সেটা কিন্তু ক্যাশে হয়, because if you pay them in cash there is no actual record of it. That's how this illegal activity is taking place. Is everyone following?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Whereas even if the price is below the equilibrium, if there is a price ceiling, there can also be an illegal or basically black market activity. এই যে housing marketটা দেখলাম, or the rent control. So it is possible that some people may really want the house, and if that's the case, some landlords may actually, basically some landlords are basically the renters. We can also offer a higher basically rent just for that house. It's very much possible. If I really want this house, if I really want this house, I may end up offering a higher rent than what the price ceiling is. তখন কি হয় সেটাও কিন্তু it's an illegal activity, and the landlord may simply basically be paid in cash. এমনও হতে পারে যে যেটা রেন্ট সেটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি ব্যাংকে পে করা হচ্ছে, রেকর্ডস আছে, and the rest of the money is being paid in cash, so there is no record of it. অনেক সময় ল্যান্ডলর্ডস কি সাবলেট করে, একই বাসায় মাল্টিপল মানুষকে অ্যাকচুয়ালি রেন্ট করতে দেয়. So on paper it's showing only basically one person is renting and they are paying the price basically ceiling, but in reality they are being paid much more, and that much more is not showing up on paper. So that's how black market activities can take place. So whenever there are price controls, there are inefficiencies, there are surpluses and shortages, and ultimately less than the equilibrium amount is being bought and sold, and it can result in black market or illegal activities. Do you have any questions here? আর কোনো question আছে? Okay, so this is basically, we saw what happens if we let the price move away from the equilibrium, but it is very much possible that the equilibrium price may change as well. আমাদের সবসময় যে shortage surplus হবে, not necessarily, and we can also change from current যে equilibrium আছে সেটা থেকে আমরা different equilibrium যেতে পারি. সেটা কখন হবে? যখন either there's a change in the demand or supply, or both. In the market, our demand and supply may not always remain where they are. People's preferences, people's incomes, producers, cost of production, lots of things change. And when they change, equilibrium prices change, equilibrium quantities change. Now, how much do they change? Do they increase? Do they decrease? Do they not change? Will depend on whether the demand is changing, the supply is changing, and by how much. So এখানে আমরা দুইটা সিচুয়েশন দেখবো যেখানে demand change হচ্ছে, supply change হচ্ছে, and we'll see what happens. So this is a very important part of this topic, and you should concentrate on this. Is everyone awake and listening to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first, আমরা one by one দেখবো যে what happens if there is a shift in the demand curve. That is, consumers their side যদি কোনো change আসে. আমরা দেখবো যে how does it affect the equilibrium price, equilibrium quantity, and so on. So we are looking at, basically, we're looking at the market for soybean oil. So soybean oil and olive oil, they're substitutes of each other, right? You can use both to cook your food. So for consumers, consumption এর জন্য এটা substitute হলো না? Soybean oil and olive oil or mustard oil or any sort of cooking oil. They're all substitutes of each other. Now the question is, what will happen in the market for soybean oil if the price of olive oil rises? কারো কি মনে আছে সাবস্টিটিউটস এর ক্ষেত্রে কি হয় একটার প্রাইস বাড়লে?
আরেকটা প্রাইসও বেড়ে যায়।
হোয়াট?
একটা ডিমান্ড বেড়ে যায়।
ডিমান্ড বেড়ে যাবে, প্রাইস বাড়বে কিনা এটা পরের কথা। ডিমান্ড বেড়ে যাবে, রাইট? If the price of olive oil rises because it's a substitute of soybean oil is comparatively cheaper now. Remember Pepsi and Coca-Cola. The soybean oil is now comparatively cheaper. People are now going to switch to soybean oil consumption. তাহলে কোনটার ডিমান্ড বাড়বে, সোয়াবিন অয়েলে নাকি অলিভ অয়েলে?
সয়াবিন।
সোয়াবিন অয়েল। অলিভ অয়েলের মার্কেটে কি হবে?
ডিমান্ড কমে যাবে।
ডিমান্ড না, আবার
প্রাইস বেড়ে যাবে।
প্রাইস তো বেড়ে গেল অলরেডি, আমি তো বললাম।
ডিমান্ড কমে যাবে।
Quantity demanded of olive oil is going to go down. সাপ্লাই কি হতে পারে? প্রাইস বেড়েছে যেহেতু অলিভ অয়েলের মার্কেটে,
কোয়ান্টিটি অফ সাপ্লাই বেড়ে যাবে।
Quantity supplied will increase. Very good. So because the price of olive oil changed, if we were worried about the olive oil market, quantity demanded would decrease, quantity supplied would increase because price has changed. But we want to see what happens in the market for soybean oil. Soybean oil এর জন্য olive oil is a substitute. তাহলে this will cause a shift, not a movement in the soybean oil market. Shift of what? It will cause a shift of the demand curve. So always when you read a story, a situation where you have to shift your demand and supply, first read the situation very carefully and ask yourself, will it affect the demand side or the supply side? Once you know whether it's going to affect the demand or supply side, ask yourself, will it increase the demand or supply or will it decrease the demand or supply? এখানে যেরকম কোয়েশ্চেনটা পড়ে আমরা বুঝতে পারছি সেটা ডিমান্ড সাইড কে কনজিউমারদেরকে এফেক্ট করবে। দেন আমরা জানি যে বিকজ সাবস্টিটিউটের দাম বেড়েছে সেটা soybean oil demand বাড়াবে. So I know what's going to happen in the market now. Always first read it and think which side of the market is it affecting. Whenever I give you a question of factor, it will only affect either the supply or the demand. একটা ফ্যাক্টর হয় ডিমান্ড কে এফেক্ট করবে না হলে সাপ্লাই কে, দুইটাকে একসাথে এফেক্ট করবে না। যদি দুইটাকে এফেক্ট করে আমি দুইটা সেপারেট ফ্যাক্টর দিব, কখনোই একটা ফ্যাক্টর যেটা ডিমান্ড কে এফেক্ট করবে সেটা সাপ্লাই কে করবে না। অলওয়েজ রিমেম্বার দিস ইন দ্য কোয়েশ্চেন when you read the question. সবাই ফলো করছে?
Yes ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So market, my question is what happens in the market? Whenever the question is what happens in the market, we want to know what is happening to the equilibrium price and the equilibrium quantity. That's our goal from a demand and supply model. আমরা জানতে চাই যে মার্কেটে চেঞ্জ হওয়া মানে আসলে what is happening, demand supply চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে নাকি প্রাইস চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে, and ultimately equilibrium price আর equilibrium quantity কি হচ্ছে. So that means first thing is we have to draw this diagram. We have your price of soy, this is the market for soybean oil. So you have price of soybean oil on the vertical axis, you have quantity of soybean oil on the horizontal axis. First, you start off with drawing your initial demand curve. So that's D1, and then your supply curve. So rather than writing supply, just write S1. So that's your supply curve. So currently, we always start with equilibrium. So currently, the market is at equilibrium where at E1, right? Supply curve and demand curve are intersecting here at E1. So the equilibrium price is P1 and equilibrium quantity is Q1. এতটুকু সবাই ফলো করতে পারছে?
Yes miss. Yes ma'am.
Okay. এখন what happened in the market? The price of olive oil increased. That automatically is telling you because they're substitutes, the demand for soybean oil will increase. তাহলে ডিমান্ড কার্ভটা কি হবে? রাইটে শিফট হবে নাকি লেফটে শিফট হবে?
Miss rightwards.
Rightwards, because the demand has increased, the demand curve for soybean oil will shift to the right hand side. So that means a new demand curve will be drawn now. So right side shift hobe, amra ekta notun demand curve draw korbo which is D2. So that means the demand has increased, and in the diagram we can see that the demand curve has shifted from D1 to D2. Now we want to see, this is a factor for demand. What is our assumption? Everything else is constant, which means the supply is not going to move. The supply is not changing, the supply curve will not shift. Everything else is constant. Only the demand has increased. That means আমাদের নতুন ইকুইলিব্রিয়াম কোথায় হবে? যেখানে নিউ ডিমান্ড কার্ভ and our old or current supply curve will shift, basically will intersect with each other. So S1 and D2 are intersecting at this point at E2, right? This is where they're intersecting. So this is the new equilibrium point. We always, আমাদের কথা তো ছিল, we always have a tendency to be at equilibrium. So if we move away from the equilibrium, disequilibrium হলেও market adjust করবে। আমরা দেখি যে shortage supply surplus হলে we'll get rid of it, come back to original equilibrium. And if there's a shift, we'll go to a new equilibrium. But the tendency of the market is to stay at equilibrium. So what is happening? As the demand increases and the supply remains the same, we are at this new equilibrium E2. At E2, we can see the new equilibrium price is P2. So price ki increase koreche ager theke, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And at this price, the equilibrium quantity, market actually কতটুকু bought and sold হচ্ছে? How much is being bought and sold in the market at this new price? At this equilibrium price?
It's Q2.
Q2. So that means both equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity have increased in the market. Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So unless anything else happens again, unless there is a shift in the demand and supply again, we will be at this equilibrium, unless there is another change. So if I ask you, if I give you a situation like this, olive oil, you have basically soybean and olive oil, and the price of olive oil has increased, what will happen in the market for soybean oil? Your answers will consist of some important parts. First, you need to draw the diagram. Question লেখা থাকবে, diagram আঁকতে হলে সেটা আমি বলে দিব, যে show it in a diagram. So you need to draw the diagram and you need to mention currently what is the equilibrium, what is the price, what is equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. Then you need to tell me what's going to happen. Is it going to affect the demand or the supply? You need to mention. এখানে আমি অনেক shortly লিখেছি because this is a slide. You need to write it in proper language in full sentences. So you need to tell me the demand change হচ্ছে না supply change হবে, এটা important, এটা আমাকে mention করতে হবে. Then you need to tell me, once you've determined যে কোনটা change হচ্ছে in this question, demand is changing. You're going to tell me whether the demand is increasing or decreasing. So we are saying that the demand increases, and then you need to tell me what happens in the diagram. You need to relate your answer to the diagram. The diagram কি হচ্ছে? Demand increased আমি diagram এ কিভাবে দেখাচ্ছি? We're going to say that the demand curve shifts rightwards from D1 to D2. So I know that D1 was the original condition situation. That's what we started with. Now we are at D2. সবাই follow করছে?
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
ma'am.
Once you have mentioned
Yes, ma'am.
that the demand has increased and the demand curve has shifted from D1 to D2, then you need to mention what is the new equilibrium price, and new equilibrium quantity. So you have to mention এখানে যেরকম demand বেড়েছে, holding everything else constant, the equilibrium price has increased from P1 to P2, and the equilibrium quantity has increased from Q1 to Q2. This is what I'm looking for when I ask you, if I give you a situation and I ask you what is happening in the market. So you need to mention the demand change হচ্ছে নাকি supply, and then you need to mention whether it is rising or falling. And then you need to relate it to the diagram. If it's rising, you're going to tell me it shifts rightwards from D1 to D2 or S1 to S2. If it's falling, you're going to say it shifts leftwards from D1 to D2 or S1 to S2. And then you say what happens to the equilibrium price. If it has increased, you say it has increased. কোথা থেকে increase করেছে? P1 থেকে P2 তে. Decrease করলে কোথা থেকে decrease করেছে? P1 থেকে P2 তে. The same goes with equilibrium quantity. If you want full marks, and it's not very difficult to get full marks in questions like this. If you draw the diagram correctly, প্রতিটা axis কে যদি ঠিক করে আমরা label করি, প্রতিটা curve কে যদি ঠিক করে label করি, and clearly label the prices and quantities and equilibrium points, there's no reason why you should not get full marks in the diagram. And the rest of the marks are you explaining the diagram, which is this. সবাই follow করছে?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So one small thing that I want to mention, even though I don't ask this usually in the exam, but it's good to know. এটা তো আমরা diagram দেখে বুঝতে পারছি যে visually we can see that equilibrium price has increased, equilibrium quantity has increased, because, well, the new equilibrium point is here. এটা তো ডায়াগ্রাম দেখে বুঝছি, this is nothing to do, মানে ইকোনমিক্স না জানলেও এটা আমি দেখে বলতে পারতাম, রাইট? ডায়াগ্রামটা দেখে যে প্রাইসের কি কোয়ান্টিটি। So you should also know the economic logic behind this, যে আসলে হচ্ছেটা কি in the background। এটা তো ডায়াগ্রাম দেখে আমরা বুঝতে পারছি। So what is happening in the background that is causing this? So it's good to know this. So when the demand first shifts, right, it's shifting from D1 to D2. Immediately the price adjust হবে না, within this right second কি সাথে সাথে price বেড়ে যাবে? Is it possible? Demand বেড়ে গেল and immediately it is causing the price to rise?
No, ma'am.
No. It took time, even if it's 1 minute, 2 minutes, whatever, it's going to take a little time to adjust. So that means currently this is the price, P1. And this is where our demand is at P1. So currently ki hocche at P1, because the market takes a little time to adjust. It can be as little as 1 minute, 10 minutes, but it will still take that 1 minute time to adjust. Until it adjusts, amra kintu P1 ei achi. So at P1 and the new demand, because the demand has shifted, this is quantity demanded, right? QD at this price, the new demand curve, this is quantity demanded.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, obviously quantity supply to shift hocche na, at P1 quantity supplied ki here Q1, so ekhane ki quantity demanded is higher than quantity supplied at P1. So what is happening here? Is it a shortage or a surplus? Quantity demanded is higher than quantity supplied.
The shortage.
There's a shortage, right?
Yes,
Quantity
ma'am.
demanded is higher than quantity supplied. People at P1, people are willing and able to buy QD, but there are Q1 available in the market. So shortage hole ki hoy, price ki hoy? Does it go up or down? Ekটু আগে দেখলাম।
Down.
Go up.
No. It goes up, right?
Yes, ma'am. Goes up.
Whenever there is a shortage, what happens? The price is pushed upwards. If you let the market do its job, the price will be basically pulled upwards. So at P1, আমরা কি দেখি shortage হওয়ার কারণে what will the producers will start offering a higher price because some consumers are willing to buy at a higher price. We saw all of that already. So what will happen at P1, because there is a shortage at the original price and new demand, there is a shortage in the market, and that will push the price to go up, and price will keep increasing. It will keep increasing until it reaches a point, reaches a new price where there is no longer a shortage. That's what happening. That is what happening in the background. তখন কি হচ্ছে, যত প্রাইসটা বাড়ছে, এই যে কোয়ান্টিটি সাপ্লাই কার্ভে অ্যাকচুয়ালি মুভমেন্ট হচ্ছে। কোয়ান্টিটি সাপ্লাই কি বাড়া শুরু করে না প্রাইস বেড়ে গেলে?
Ji, ma'am.
So that's how the sellers are actually adjusting to this new demand. As price starts increasing, quantity supplied also starts rising. এই যে Q1 থেকে Q2 তে আমরা কিভাবে যাচ্ছি from the seller's side. The law of supply actually works here. It basically, as the price keeps going up until it reaches P2, according to the law of supply, quantity supplied keeps increasing. So at the background, this is how the sellers are actually reacting to this increase in demand. There is a movement on the supply curve. আপনি কি বুঝতে পারছেন?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So a lot is happening at the background. Diagram দেখে it seems like okay, shift হয়েছে, okay, price বেড়েছে, that's it. But this has nothing to do with economics. This is the diagram is telling you this. You need to understand what's happening at the background. এই যে law of demand, law of supply, এত কিছু কেন পড়ছি? It has an importance. So if I ask you what is the effect of this situation in the market is automatically telling you, if you have to draw a diagram, you need the demand curve, the supply curve, the quantity, the price, everything. And you need to tell me what's happening. Demand change হচ্ছে নাকি supply, যেটা চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে সেটা বাড়ছে না কমছে, and therefore price কে কিভাবে affect করছে and quantity কে. What is happening to the equilibrium price and quantity? Your answers should have these points. It should have this point, this point, this point, and these 2 points. At least these 5 points if you want to score full marks. This will tell me that, okay, you know what's going on here. Any questions here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So আমরা কি দেখলাম? Holding everything else constant, if the demand increases, the equilibrium price increases and the equilibrium quantity increases. What happens if the demand decreases? If আমাদের olive oil এর price কমে যেত তাহলে কি demand কমে যেত, right? Soybean oil এর the opposite would happen. Yes or no? If the price of olive oil fell, demand কি soybean oil এর বাড়বে না কমবে?
কমবে।
কমে যাবে. So the demand curve কি হবে এখন? Let's say
Decrease হবে।
So demand curve, the demand will decrease and the demand curve will curve কি হবে diagram দিয়ে যদি বলতে চাই,
shift to the inwards.
it will shift inwards or to the left side. So let's say this is D1 and this is D2. So currently we are at, let's say এটাকে E1 দিলাম, এটাকে E2, this is P1, this is P2, Q1, Q2. So currently we are at D1 and our equilibrium is at E1 where the supply and the demand are intersecting at price P1. And এখন আমরা বলছি যে olive oil এর price কমে যাচ্ছে, তাহলে soybean oil এর demand কমে যাবে. So it will cause the demand curve to shift to the left side. When the demand shifts to the left side, given that everything else is constant, at the same supply, what's happening? Equilibrium point is now at a lower point. The demand and the supply curve are intersecting each other at E2 and the equilibrium price is P2, equilibrium quantity is Q2. Equilibrium price has fallen, equilibrium quantity has also fallen. So যখনই everything else remaining constant, if demand increases, price and equilibrium quantity also increase. If demand decreases, equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity also decrease. Holding everything else constant, demand change হলে price আর quantity, equilibrium price আর quantity একই direction এ change হয়. Demand বেড়ে গেলে equilibrium price বেড়ে যায়, equilibrium quantity বেড়ে যায়. Demand কমে গেলে equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity কমে যায়. Holding everything else constant. Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is what we saw basically when there's a change in the demand. Obviously, the supply can also change. We saw different factors that can cause the supply to either increase or decrease. When that happens, only the supply side is actually changing. Only the supply curve will either shift to the right or shift to the left. So ekhane ekta example hocche, we're looking at again the market for soybean oil. Holding everything else constant, there is improvement in the packaging technology of soybean oils. Maybe a new machine, maybe the machine has been upgraded and you can basically package soybean oil faster. So will that increase the supply or decrease the supply of soybean oil?
Ma'am, increase the supply.
Increase, because whenever there's a technological improvement, what will happen? You can actually produce the same good at a cheaper price.
Yes, ma'am.
That means your cost of
Ma'am.
production goes down. Yes?
ম্যাম তাহলে কি আমরা বেশিও করতে পারবো না?
কি করতে পারবে না?
ম্যাম we can produce more.
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, এটাই বলছি, cost of production same cost দিয়ে you can produce more or you can basically use less money to produce the same amount. Obviously production আমাদের বেড়ে যাবে, therefore supply ও বেড়ে যাবে. Whenever there's a technological progress, cost of production falls and you are able to produce and therefore supply more in the market. So এখানে তো because I'm teaching you this, এখানে আমি বলে দিচ্ছি যে supply shift করবে, demand shift করবে, but the question will not tell you that shift the supply curve. You have to read the situation and understand, is it affecting the supply or the demand? এখানে যেরকম packaging technology, it has nothing to do with consumers. যারা customers, they don't care about packaging technology. It affects the supplier directly. It affects the seller or the producers. That means this is already telling you this will cause a change in the supply side of the market. So packaging technology improvement, bolo. Capital is not a product. Capital is a resource. Are you talking about soybean oil? Money, the amount of the resource. Okay, that's the whole point. You can technology improvement হয় কি একই রিসোর্স দিয়ে আমি আরো বেশি প্রোডিউস করতে পারছি। সেম ওয়ার্কার, সো আগে একটা মেশিন দিয়ে আমি যতটুকু প্রোডিউস করতে পারতাম এখনো একটা মেশিন ইউজ করছি কিন্তু তার চেয়ে বেশি প্রোডিউস করতে পারছি বিকজ বেটার টেকনোলজি ইউজ হচ্ছে। That's the whole point of a technological progress, that at using the same amount of resources, you are able to produce more. তাহলে কি cheaper হয়ে যাচ্ছে না production? কিন্তু সেটা তো আমরা বলছি holding everything else constant. Everything in the world is constant. There's technological progress. As a sensible supplier, as a sensible producer, you're going to supply more in the market. Why shouldn't you? Market is soybean oil price ekhono same, but you are able to produce it at a cheaper price. Wouldn't you want to sell more in the market to earn a higher profit? Obviously. So that's, don't overcomplicate the situation. কি করতে পারি, কি এটা একদম ডাইরেক্টলি সিম্পল ভাবে চিন্তা করবা। অ্যাজ আ সেলার আমার কস্ট অফ প্রোডাকশন কমেছে, আমি একই প্রাইসে এখন কি আরো বেশি সেল করতে পারছি, রিজন আমি আরো চিপার অ্যামাউন্টে প্রোডিউস করতে পারছি, চিপার বেসিক্যালি বেসিক কস্টে প্রোডিউস করতে পারছি, তাহলে আই ক্যান আর্ন মোর। আমার ইনসেন্টিভ, মনিটারি ইনসেন্টিভ টু সেল হ্যাজ গন আপ, সো আই উইল সাপ্লাই মোর ইন দ্য মার্কেট। So this will automatically cause the supply to increase. So we same আমরা একটা আবার same diagram আঁকবো। Again, you have a price on the vertical axis, you have your quantity on the horizontal axis, you draw your demand curve. So rather than writing demand, just write D1, and you draw your supply curve. So wherever they're intersecting, we are at equilibrium. So we always start with equilibrium, always remember that. So currently we are at E1, where the price is P1, equilibrium price is P1, and equilibrium quantity is Q1. So আমরা বলছি যে technological progress হচ্ছে in the production of soybean oil. So that means it will affect the sellers, and therefore the supply is going to increase. At the same price, the sellers would want and be able to supply more. So if the supply increases, the supply curve will shift to the right side from S1 to S2.
S2.
Okay. So we can see, because there has been no change in the demand side, the demand curve remains as it is. Now this new supply curve S2 is intersecting our current demand curve D1 at this point. This is where they're crossing each other. So this is our new equilibrium, E2. So at E2, the equilibrium price is P2, equilibrium price has fallen, and equilibrium quantity is Q2, which has increased. So when the supply increases, holding everything else constant, the equilibrium price falls and equilibrium quantity rises. So it's different from demand. Demand বাড়লে কিন্তু equilibrium price ও বেড়ে যাচ্ছে, equilibrium quantity ও বেড়ে যাচ্ছে, কিন্তু supply বাড়লে equilibrium price falls and equilibrium quantity rises. Again, question answer করতে কি হবে কিভাবে? You need to mention what is changing, how is it changing. So supply is rising, you need to relate it to the diagram, so it moves to the right side from S1 to S2. Then you mention what has happened to the price, equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. So supply barley, basically the impact on the price is opposite to what happens to demand. Quantity is rising in both cases. If the supply increases or the demand increases, equilibrium quantity rises. But what happens to the price? If supply increases, equilibrium price falls, but if demand increases, equilibrium price rises. সেটা ডায়াগ্রাম দেখেই কিন্তু বোঝা যাচ্ছে যে ইকুইলিব্রিয়াম প্রাইসটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি কমেছে। সো এই যে ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডে সামথিং ইজ হ্যাপেনিং। So even though I won't ask you, it's good to know this, what is happening in the background. Same situation, when the supply curve first shifts, our price is still, until it adjusts, it's still at P1. So at P1, because there is no change in the demand, quantity demanded is Q1, but quantity supplied is somewhere here at the new supply curve. Let's call it QS. So at P1, এখানে shortage হচ্ছে না surplus হচ্ছে? Quantity supplied is higher than quantity demanded. Is it a shortage or a surplus?
It's surplus.
Surplus. And surplus hole ki hoy price er, what has to happen for the market to adjust?
It's down.
Price will actually go down. It pushes the price downwards. Amra dekhi je surplus hole market adjusts itself and it actually pushes the price down. As price keeps going down, what is happening on the consumer side? যে এই জিনিসটা ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডে কনজিউমারসরা কিভাবে রিঅ্যাক্ট করছে, যত প্রাইস কমছে এই যে মুভমেন্ট হচ্ছে ডিমান্ড কার্ভ, অ্যাকচুয়ালি কোয়ান্টিটি ডিমান্ডেড স্টার্টস রাইজিং. So this price keeps falling until it reaches a price where QD and QS are equal to each other. তো ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডে একটা অ্যাডজাস্টমেন্ট হচ্ছে বলে কিন্তু ডায়াগ্রামে আমরা এটা দেখতে পাচ্ছি। So this is good to know. I won't ask you the background mechanism, but the rest you need to mention. সবাই কি বুঝতে পারছে? Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So এটা তো সাপ্লাই বেড়েছে, সাপ্লাই কমলে কি হতো? Suppose the supply shifted to the left side. Let's say S3. What would happen now? Tell me. Let's say price of soybean has increased. So soybean এর price বাড়লে কি resources price বাড়লে কি হয়? Cost of production বেড়ে যায় না কমে যায়?
মিস কস্ট অফ প্রোডাকশন বেড়ে যায়,
তাহলে সাপ্লাই বাড়বে না কমবে?
মিস সাপ্লাই বেড়ে যাবে।
বাড়বে কিভাবে?
ও মিস কমে যাবে।
প্রোডাকশন বেড়ে যাচ্ছে না, তাহলে সাপ্লাই কমে যাবে। The supply will fall and it will shift to the left side. So now S3, the new supply curve is intersecting the demand curve at this point, E3. So E3 te, this is the equilibrium price P3 and this is the equilibrium quantity Q3. So what has happened? The equilibrium price has increased and equilibrium quantity has decreased. So supply fall korle, the equilibrium price will rise and equilibrium quantity will fall, holding everything else constant. সবাই বুঝতে পারছে?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions
Yes,
here?
ma'am.
You need to be very careful about the shifts and how they're affecting the price and quantity. Make sure you go through these slides. Okay, this is what we discussed, all of that. এখন not always only one shift হবে. It's possible that both demand and supply can shift. In the real world, generally both shift. হয় they're shifting together or one shifts and then the other shifts. It's very much possible. And obviously, দুইটা একসাথে shift হওয়া মানে কি? You'll have two separate factors. The question generally, 90% of the time when I give you a question, only one curve is going to shift. ওই 10% মানে হতেও পারে না হতে পারে যে দুইটাই শিফট হবে। তো এটা কোয়েশ্চেনই বলে দিবে। You need to read the question very carefully. If both supply and demand are shifting, that means there are actually two factors that are mentioned in the situation. One is going to cause the supply to shift, one is going to cause the demand to shift. এখানে দুইটা সিচুয়েশন দেখানো হচ্ছে যে what happens to price and quantity if both supply and demand shift. So whether the price will increase or decrease, or will it remain unchanged, whether the equilibrium quantity will decrease or increase, or will it remain unchanged, will depend on two things. Will depend on which one is shifting, supply or demand, and by how much. So if let's say supply demand shift হচ্ছে, supply বেশি shift হচ্ছে নাকি demand বেশি shift হচ্ছে, and which direction. So the size of the shift and the direction of the shift. Two things. The size of the shift and the direction of the shift. Size বলতে বোঝাচ্ছে whether supply is shifting more or less than the shift in the demand, and direction বোঝাচ্ছে এখন supply কি right এ shift করছে নাকি left এ, and obviously demand কি right এ shift করছে নাকি left এ. That will tell me ultimately আমার equilibrium price এর কি হবে and equilibrium quantity কি হবে. Because দুইটা যখন একসাথে shift করে, if I don't know which is shifting more and what their directions are, I cannot say what is happening to the equilibrium price or equilibrium quantity. So I need to know the size and the direction. So it will be mentioned in the question. The question will be basically designed in such a way that it will give you the information that you need. এখানে, this is the market for natural gas. On the both the diagrams are showing you a market for natural gas, and we can see that it's basically supply demand সবই shift হচ্ছে এখানে। কিন্তু you can see that the price and quantity are changing differently depending on the shift. In the first diagram, let's say ekhane, so what is happening? We can see that simultaneously, together, supply is increasing from S1 to S2, rightward shift, and demand is decreasing from D1 to D2, leftward shift. So two things are happening together. এখন supply বাড়ছে, হয়তো টেকনোলজিক্যাল কোনো প্রগ্রেস হয়েছে যেটার কারণে সাপ্লাই বাড়ছে। Demand কমছে, হয়তো মানুষের preferences from natural gas is basically lower than before. So whatever can cause the demand to fall. So এখানে can you see that the supply has shifted less than the demand? এটা কি দেখে বোঝা যাচ্ছে? সবাই কি ডায়াগ্রাম দেখে বুঝতে পারছে? Is everyone following? Okay, so the question will mention what's happening, either whether the impact is greater on the sellers or is the impact greater on the buyers. সেটাই বলে দিবে, ডাইরেকশন বলবে না, because কোয়েশ্চেন থেকে নিজে বুঝতে হবে যে সাপ্লাই বাড়বে নাকি কমবে। এখানে আমরা বলছি maybe there is a small technological progress, and because there's a small technological progress, the supply will increase, but not a lot. So S1 থেকে S2 তে shift হচ্ছে, but very small shift. But কনজিউমারদের সাথে যেটা হচ্ছে, maybe that's bigger. There's a huge impact on the demand side. Let's say basically consumers are becoming more and more environmentally conscious, and because of which they are not going to use, let's say, natural gas to run their cars. They're maybe moving towards, let's say, electrical cars. So if that's the case, and a lot of the consumers are actually basically moving away from natural gas, that means it will cause basically the demand to decrease and the shift will be very large. Question বলা থাকবে যে, is the impact higher on sellers or on buyers? এখানে obviously it's higher on buyers. তাহলে ডিমান্ডটা ডিক্রিজ হচ্ছে and it's shifting a lot more than the supply is shifting. তো এখন আমাদের initial equilibrium was at E1, equilibrium price was at P1 and equilibrium quantity Q1. এখন the supply has increased, it shifted to S1, from S1 to S2. The demand has decreased and shifted from D1 to D2. What is the new equilibrium? Where is the new equilibrium? Can anyone see?
E2.
E2, where the demand, new demand and new supply curve are intersecting each other. That's E2. Both have shifted. That means নতুন পয়েন্টটা কোথায়, where the new supply and new demand are intersecting. That is E2. So that is the equilibrium price at E2 is P2, equilibrium quantity is Q2. Both the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity have decreased. Now the question is why? The question is, even though supply, so আমাদের first দেখতে হবে directionটা কি. So supply is increasing and demand is decreasing. আমরা already জানি demand decrease করলে price কমে যায় and supply increase করলেও price কমে যায়। একটু আগেই আমরা দেখেছি একটা example that if the supply increases, equilibrium price will fall. And we know that the demand and the price move in the same direction. So whenever two curves are moving in two opposite directions, that is, let's say supply is increasing and demand is decreasing, or supply is decreasing and demand is increasing, we know what will happen to the equilibrium price. Equilibrium price এর কি হবে সেটা আমরা আগে থেকেই প্রেডিক্ট করতে পারবো। আমরা জানি সাপ্লাই বাড়লে প্রাইস কমে যায়, আমরা জানি ডিমান্ড কমলে প্রাইস কমে যায়, and they're both happening here. So the price will fall. This is something that we can predict. But what happens to the quantity when they're moving in opposite directions, that is supply বেড়ে যাচ্ছে demand কমে যাচ্ছে, অথবা supply কমে যাচ্ছে demand বেড়ে যাচ্ছে? We need to know the size of the shift. Now supply increase করলে আমরা জানি holding everything else constant, equilibrium quantity rises. So when the supply increases, if the demand did not change, equilibrium quantity কিন্তু বেড়ে যেত, it would be somewhere here. But also এখানে কি হচ্ছে, demand কমে যাচ্ছে, the shift in the demand is much higher, and we know when demand falls, in our previous example, if the demand falls, equilibrium quantity will also fall. এখানে কি হচ্ছে, demand এর ফলটা is higher than the rise in the supply. demand এর চেঞ্জটা কি supply এর চেঞ্জ থেকে বড় না? demand এর চেঞ্জটা কি supply এর চেঞ্জ থেকে বড় না ছোট? বড়। তাহলে কার বেশি ইমপ্যাক্ট হবে, ডিমান্ডটা বেশি মার্কেটকে ইফেক্ট করছে না সাপ্লাই? Demand. So even though a rise in the supply would increase the equilibrium quantity, but because the demand is falling at a much larger size, the fall in the demand is way higher, it is actually causing the equilibrium quantity to fall. Demand কমে গেলে equilibrium quantity কমে যাবে। So যতটুকু সাপ্লাই বাড়িয়েছিল সেটা ডিমান্ডটা কি হচ্ছে, it's pulling it down. সবাই দেখতে পাচ্ছে জিনিসটা কি, বুঝতে পারছে সবাই?
Yes, miss.
So ultimately price এর quantity কি হবে, it will depend on the direction of both the curves that they're shifting and their sizes at the end of the day. So on the right hand side, সাপ্লাই বাড়ছে ডিমান্ড কমছে একই জিনিস হচ্ছে, বাট দিস টাইম দ্য সাপ্লাই ইজ ইনক্রিজিং মাচ মোর দেন দ্য ডিমান্ড ইজ ডিক্রিজিং। সো উই নো বোথ আর মুভিং ইন টু ডিফারেন্ট ডাইরেকশনস। অবভিয়াসলি প্রাইসকে প্রেডিক্ট করতে পারবো, যেহেতু সাপ্লাই বাড়ছে ডিমান্ড কমছে, প্রাইস উইল ফল। A rise in the supply causes the price fall, a fall in the demand also causes the price to fall. So price will definitely fall, that's for sure. But what happens to the quantity? Okay, where is the new equilibrium? It's at E2. New supply and new demand are intersecting at E2. So we can see this time the opposite happened. Equilibrium quantity has increased. The reason is the increase in the supply is much bigger than the decrease in the demand. Supply যতটুকু বেড়েছে তার চেয়ে অনেক কম ডিমান্ড কমেছে। So supply by increasing, it increased the quantity, equilibrium quantity in the market. Even though demand fell, demand fall করলে quantity, equilibrium quantity কমে যাবে. Even though it fell, it did not bring it below our initial equilibrium quantity because supply-টার increased এতই বেশি that it actually caused the equilibrium quantity in the market to increase. So এখানে দেখতে হবে dominant factor কোনটা। Supply-টা হচ্ছে dominant in this example. In the first one, the demand was dominating the market. সবাই কি বুঝতে পারছে?
Yes,
Are you able to follow? Okay. This we have already discussed, that holding everything else constant, change in the demand basically results in a change in the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity in the same direction. So holding everything else constant, demand বেড়ে গেলে equilibrium price, equilibrium quantity দুইটাই বেড়ে যাবে। Demand কমে গেলে equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity দুইটাই কমে যাবে। Supply এর ক্ষেত্রে কি হচ্ছে? Holding everything else constant, if the supply increases, equilibrium price will decrease, but equilibrium quantity will increase. Whereas if the supply decreases, equilibrium price will increase. There will be a rise in the equilibrium price, but a fall in the equilibrium quantity. So when they're shifting alone, it's very easy to predict what's going to happen. But when they're both shifting, you need to be very careful. Even if, let's say, it's an MCQ question, you should always mentally or on paper draw the diagram before answering it. So এখানে একটু আগে দেখলাম যে ডিমান্ড সাপ্লাই অপোজিট ডাইরেকশনে শিফট হলে আমরা প্রাইসের চেঞ্জটাকে প্রেডিক্ট করতে পারি। So if let's say the demand increases and the supply decreases, the price will increase. So if the demand increases and supply decreases, equilibrium price will increase. Whereas if the demand decreases and supply increases, equilibrium price will decrease. সেটা আমরা প্রেডিক্ট করতে পারবো very easily. But what happens to the quantity, equilibrium quantity? It's ambiguous, means it's unclear. Unless and until I know the shift, demand beshi shift hoche naki supply, I won't be able to say whether equilibrium quantity is increasing or decreasing or it's not changing. So this, unless it's mentioned in the question that basically the effect is bigger on the demand side than the supply side or the opposite, your answer should, equilibrium quantity khetre, your answer should be that we need more information. Diagramming, you can show the shift. It's up to you how much you're shifting. আমি যদি কোশ্চেনে না বলি এটা, কোশ্চেনে যদি না বলি, you can shift as much as you want, but যখন quantity, when you mention what is happening to the equilibrium quantity, your answer will be that it's an ambiguous situation. It's unclear. We need more information. এটা কি সবাই বুঝতে পারছে?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, ekhane last just mention kora what happens if they shift equally. If demand increases and supply decreases by the same amount. If demand decreases or supply increases by the same amount, what happens in the market? So, what happens is that equilibrium quantity remains, sorry, equilibrium price remains the same. Let me draw this again and show it to you. So এখানে আমরা সাপ্লাই কার্ভটাকেও শিফট করি, এখানে শুধু ডিমান্ড শিফট হয়েছে। So here demand has increased. So let's decrease the supply. This is S1. Okay, let's the supply curve shifts to the left. And obviously my diagram isn't perfect. When you use your scale, obviously your demand and supply will be straight line. So when they both shift, it will be somewhere here, when they both shift equally but in opposite directions. So your demand is increasing and your supply is decreasing, both by the same amount. Demand যতটুকু বাড়ছে, supply ঠিক ততটুকুই কমছে. Sorry, in that case, I said price, it would be quantity, sorry. In that case, the quantity remains the same. Is everyone following? Can you see the quantity is the same?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So reason কি, demand যতটুকু বাড়ছে quantity কে in the market equilibrium quantity কে বাড়িয়ে দিচ্ছে, but একই amount এর supply ও কমে যাচ্ছে। তাহলে যতটুকু equilibrium quantity বেড়েছিল সেটা আবার কমে it will come back to the original quantity. So if the demand rises and the supply falls by the same amount, your equilibrium quantity remains the same. The opposite can also happen. If the demand falls and the supply rises by the same amount, your equilibrium quantity remains the same. So demand বাড়ার কারণে যতটুকু equilibrium quantity বাড়ছে, supply কমার কারণে ঠিক ওটা আবার কমেও যাচ্ছে মার্কেটে। So if they change by the same amount but in different directions, equilibrium quantity remains the same. One increases and the other decreases, but by the same amount. That means equilibrium quantity remains the same. একটা যতটুকু বাড়াচ্ছে equilibrium quantity কে, আরেকটা ঠিক ততটুকু কমিয়ে দিচ্ছে. So we are back at the same equilibrium quantity. This happens when they're moving in opposite directions. What happens if both demand and supply increase or demand and supply decrease? একই direction-এ যদি move করে আসলে কি হবে? Demand-ও বেড়ে যাচ্ছে, supply-ও বেড়ে যাচ্ছে, অথবা demand কমে যাচ্ছে, supply কমে যাচ্ছে. In this case, your quantity, change in the quantity is predictable. You will know what happens. We know when the demand rises, equilibrium quantity rises. When the supply rises, equilibrium quantity also rises. Or when the demand falls, equilibrium quantity falls. When the supply falls, equilibrium quantity also falls. If they are moving in the same direction, we already know equilibrium quantity কি হবে। এখানে demand বেড়েছে, let's also shift to the supply. Equilibrium quantity, demand বাড়লেও equilibrium quantity বেড়ে যায়, supply বাড়লেও বেড়ে যায়। So equilibrium quantity will rise, let's say Q prime. But what happens to the price? It will depend on whether supply is rising more or demand is rising more. That will determine, because আমরা জানি supply বাড়লে price কমে যায়, whereas demand বাড়লে price বেড়ে যায়। দুইটা different জিনিস হচ্ছে কিন্তু। এখন ultimately মার্কেটে কি প্রাইস বাড়বে নাকি কমবে, এটা ডিপেন্ড করবে which is shifting more. So in this example, is demand shifting more or supply shifting more? Just by looking at the diagram, what do you think? সবাই কি দেখতে পাচ্ছে?
ম্যাম
Let me draw it clearly. Let's say this is S2. Okay. Which has shifted more? Demand or supply? Demand. So that means demand is the dominating force in the market right now. So demand will determine price এর কি হবে। And আমরা জানি demand বেড়ে গেলে price বেড়ে যাবে। They're both increasing, which means equilibrium quantity will increase definitely. But price এর কি হবে? It will depend on which one is increasing more. When supply rises, we know price falls. So শুধু supply যদি shift হতো, if only the supply shifted, less S1 থেকে S2, এই যে priceটা কিন্তু it would be somewhere here. But the demand is also rising and it's rising much more. That's why this price is being actually pulled up. আমাদের equilibrium price থেকে বেশি এখন নতুন equilibrium price will be much higher because the demand has increased by much more than the supply has increased. Similarly, if they both decreased, demand is decreasing as well as supply is also decreasing. The opposite is happening. S2 থেকে S1 এ যাচ্ছি, D2 থেকে D1 এ। তাহলে equilibrium quantity definitely fall করবে। Supply কমলেও equilibrium quantity fall করে, demand কমলেও equilibrium quantity fall করে। So quantity-টা easily predict করা যায় when it comes to same shifts, both shifting in the same direction. I can easily understand what is happening to quantity. But if I want to know what happens to price, I need to know which one is shifting more. So in this example, again, এখানে দেখা যাচ্ছে যে demand বেশি shift করেছে, তাহলে কিন্তু price-টা কমে যাবে। Demand কমলে আমরা জানি price কমে যায়। So even though supply কমছে and the price should increase, Because the demand is decreasing more, the price actually decreases. So you need to see which one is the dominating force here. The shift, the size of the shift will tell you the dominating force. So এখানে summarize করা আছে that if they both move in the same direction, that is demand increases and supply increases, equilibrium quantity will increase. If demand decreases and supply decreases, equilibrium quantity will decrease. Change in quantity can be easily predicted, but change in price, again, it's ambiguous or unclear. So you can shift as much as you want. If I don't tell you যে কোনটা বেশি shift হচ্ছে question, you can shift as much as you want, not a problem. But answer এ কিন্তু তখন price এর ক্ষেত্রে বলতে হবে we are not clear. This is not clear. We need more information about the price. Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So এখানেও যদি if they are both basically changing by the same amount, that is demand or supply both are increasing by the same amount or both are decreasing by the same amount, equilibrium price remains unchanged because they offset each other. If they're both shifting by the same size in the same direction, both supply and demand are increasing equally or decreasing equally, equilibrium price will remain unchanged. So demand বাড়ছে, let's increase the supply as well. Let's say supply shifts এখানে diagramটা, because it's not a straight line, unfortunately diagramটা, always draw your demand supply as straight line. It's much easier to do that. So both are increasing. Supply has increased from S1 to S2, demand has increased from D1 to D2. Obviously, equilibrium quantity বাড়বে, no doubt. এখানে they have both increased by the same amount. Their shift have been equal. একই অ্যামাউন্টে সাপ্লাই বাড়ছে, একই অ্যামাউন্টে ডিমান্ড বাড়ছে। That's why আমাদের এই যে equilibrium priceটা কি, new equilibrium, it's still the same, it's still P1. Reason is supply বাড়ার কারণে equilibrium price কমে যাচ্ছে, কিন্তু ডিমান্ড বাড়ার কারণে equilibrium price বেড়ে যাচ্ছে, and they are basically changing equally. So supply বাড়ার কারণে যতটুকু প্রাইসটা কমছে, ডিমান্ড বেড়ে প্রাইসটাকে আবার it's basically pushing it upwards by the same amount. So they are outweighing each other. Basically one is outweighing the effect of the other. Supply বাড়ার কারণে ঠিক যতটুকু প্রাইস কমে যাচ্ছে, ডিমান্ড বাড়ার কারণে ঠিক প্রাইস ততটুকুই বেড়ে যাচ্ছে. So at the end of the day you come back to the original price. That happens when they're both shifting in the same direction by the same size. Supply demand equally যদি বাড়ে বা supply demand যদি equally কমে যায়, price equilibrium price remains the same. এটা কি সবাই ডায়াগ্রাম দেখে বুঝতে পারছে যে প্রাইস কিন্তু still at P1. Is everyone following?
Yes, miss.
Yes, ma'am.
So এটা এখন it will look like there's a lot of information to take in because it's the first class you're looking at shifts. That means you need to read the chapter, read the questions, read the slides very, very carefully. And there are lots of examples in the book. At the end of the chapter, there are 8 diagrams that show multiple shifts. Supply বাড়ছে, demand বাড়ছে, one is increasing more than the other. এরকম অনেকগুলো shift আছে চ্যাপ্টারের লাস্টে, আর্নল্ডে. So make sure you look at those diagrams. And obviously, if you have any questions, our office hours আছে, you must contact me and talk to me during the office hours to basically clear out any confusion. But before that, নিজে একবার পড়তে হবে কিন্তু এটা. Is everyone following?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions? Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions from the assignment? সবাই কি অ্যাসাইনমেন্টের কোশ্চেনটা দেখেছে? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So assignment আমি এক দুটো জিনিস একটু বলে নিতে চাই before I end the class. Can everybody see the assignment on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So the first question is like an MCQ, but you need to have a small explanation with your answer. So you need to choose the correct option, whichever you think is the correct option, and briefly, maximum 1 paragraph. This is Eco 101. You don't need to write essays for any answer. কারো মাইক্রোফোনটা অন, পিছনে অনেক আওয়াজ হচ্ছে। People are shouting. You need to turn off your microphone. Okay. So briefly explain basically means this is Eco 101. You don't need to write any essays. Always remember that. One paragraph, maximum 2 paragraphs if you really need it. Within 1 paragraph, you should explain your answer to why you think this is the correct option. It is question number 1. Question number 2, হচ্ছে definition. হ্যাঁ বলো।
ম্যাম 1 নম্বরে এক্সপ্লেইনটা মানে কয় ওয়ার্ডের দিব সেটা একটু বলে দিলে ইজি।
কয় ওয়ার্ডের? এখন this is not school, right? I can't tell you how many words to use. 1 paragraph. 5, 6, 7 lines খুব বেশি হলে তোমার যতটুকু মনে হয়। Short, half a page at most. Nothing more than that. If I now tell you যে কয়টা word, তাহলে তো we're back to school. You're in university now. You need to understand what does the short paragraph, 1 paragraph mean? 6, 7 lines at most. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So question number 2, 3, these are very short definitions. Incentive key, rationing device key. Incentive key খুবই short, 1-2 lines এর definition always কিন্তু খুব short হয়, 1-2 lines. Example, একটা incentive এর example কি, just writing bonus is an incentive is not an example. একটা sentence একটা situation দিয়ে বোঝাতে হবে। আমি যেরকম দিয়েছিলাম যে if you are always on time I'll give you 1% bonus, এই পুরো জিনিসটা যে storyটা is your example. So use your own example. Don't use complicated examples. Don't copy paste examples from the internet. দেখেই বোঝা যায়। Use simple, easy examples from your own life. Okay? Shall we follow করছে? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Question number 4. এটা একটু নিজে চেষ্টা করতে হবে because আমি এরকম কোনো এক্সাম্পল দেখাইনি। এখানে আমি দিয়ে দিচ্ছি কতটুকু রিসোর্স আছে and I'm telling you যে বেল্ট আর ওয়ালেট প্রডিউস করতে কতটুকু রিসোর্স দরকার হয়। According to that using that information you need to draw the PPF. That means কি করতে হবে, আমাদের যে প্রোডাক্টিভলি এফিশিয়েন্ট ইয়েগুলো কম্বিনেশন গুলো যেগুলো দিয়ে আমরা অ্যাকচুয়ালি PPF টাকে ড্র করি, you need to calculate them on your own. কিভাবে ক্যালকুলেট করব, কারো কোনো আইডিয়া আছে?
ম্যাম এটা দুইটাই কি,
আবার বলো।
ম্যাম ইন টোটাল কি দুইটার লেবার মানে 100 আওয়ার্স দিতে হবে?
এটাই, হ্যাঁ, টোটাল 100 বিকজ প্রোডাক্টিভলি এফিশিয়েন্ট বলতে কি বোঝায়, আমি আমার সব রিসোর্স ইউজ করছি, রাইট?
জি।
তাহলে পিপিএফ যখন ড্র করি আমরা তখন এজিউম করছি যে এই পয়েন্টগুলোতে সব রিসোর্স ইউজ হচ্ছে। তাহলে আমার কি করতে হবে, যে কোনো একটার আউটপুট আমি 0 দিয়ে স্টার্ট করি অলওয়েজ। সো ইটস স্মার্টার টু স্টার্ট উইথ দ্য ওয়ান দ্যাট নিডস মোর রিসোর্স। এখানে বেল্ট নিডস মোর রিসোর্স, রাইট?
ইয়েস ম্যাম।
So start with 0 belts and then 1 belt and then 2 belt and see when there's 0 belts how many wallets can be produced, when there is 1 belt how many wallets can be produced. এই যে কম্বিনেশন গুলো বের হবে সেগুলো হচ্ছে PPF ড্র করব, ওগুলো হচ্ছে the productive efficient combinations. That's what you're going to use to draw your PPF. Okay, question number B তে কি লেখা, only state why is the PPF state হচ্ছে 1 line at most. Why is the PPF shaped this way? Whatever the PPF is shaped, দুইটাই শেপ শিখেছি, কেন এই শেপ এক লাইনে কিন্তু এটা বলা যাবে যে কেন এই শেপ। ঠিক আছে? Is everyone following?
কম্বিনেশনটা কিভাবে বের করব 4 এর?
Yes, ma'am.
অ্যালজেব্রা ইউজ করে, ম্যাথ ইউজ করতে হবে। আমার কাছে 100 ঘন্টা আছে, আমি জানি যে একটা বেল্ট বানাতে 20 ঘন্টা লাগে, একটা ওয়ালেট বানাতে আধা ঘন্টা লাগে। তো আমি যে কোনো একটা 0 দিয়ে স্টার্ট করছি আউটপুট। অলওয়েজ যেটার বেশি রিসোর্স লাগবে সাধারণত ওইটা দিয়ে স্টার্ট করা উচিত। তো প্রথমে আমি দেখবো when I produce 0 belts how many wallets can I produce with 100 hours? কিভাবে বের করব? একটা ওয়ালেট বানাতে হাফ এন আওয়ার লাগে, আমি 100 ঘন্টায় কয়টা ওয়ালেট বানাতে পারবো?
ম্যাম হাফ এন আওয়ার অর যে বেল্টের 20 আওয়ার্স লাগে ওইটার হাফ আওয়ার।
Half an hour, not, I didn't say it requires half of the hour that a belt requires. আমি এভাবে লিখিনি। A wallet requires half an hour and a belt requires 20 hours. একটা ওয়ালেট বানাতে আমার হাফ এন আওয়ার লাগবে। Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so এখন আমাকে বলো 100 ঘন্টা দিয়ে আমি কয়টা ওয়ালেট বানাতে পারবো?
ম্যাম 200টা।
কিভাবে বের করলে? 100 divided by half, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's how you're going to find it. So first combination I'm bole dilam 0 belts and 200 wallets. Then increase your belt by one more. If I have one belt, how many wallets can I produce? Until you reach 0 wallets, you'll see you'll reach 0 wallet. And those are all your combinations to draw the PPF. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
চিন্তা করতে হবে সব বলে দিলে তো অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট আমি করে ফেললাম হলো না okay question number 5 this is very similar to what we have explained basically we have seen in the class all the question read them briefly explain 3-4 lines nothing more than that always এখানে what is the opportunity cost okay why is the PPF bowed outwards explain using calculations আমাদের reason আছে আমরা অলরেডি জানি যে কি কি রিজনে PPF এর শেপ bowed outward হয় ক্যালকুলেশন দিয়ে বুঝাচ্ছি যে অ্যাটলিস্ট 3টা পয়েন্ট দিয়ে আমাকে দেখাও যে পিপিএফ টার মানে অপরচুনিটি কস্টে কি হচ্ছে অ্যাকচুয়ালি দ্যাটস দ্য মেইন রিজন ওয়াই পিপিএফ ইজ বাউন্ড আউটওয়ার্ডস তো আমরা দেখেছি না অপরচুনিটি কস্ট ক্যালকুলেট করে করে প্রুফ করেছি যে পিপিএফ এর শেপটা কেন এরকম মনে আছে
Yes, miss.
তো প্রতিটা পয়েন্টের অপরচুনিটি কস্ট বের করে দেখাতে হবে না আমাকে মিনিমাম 3টা ডিফারেন্ট পয়েন্ট লাইক A to B B to C C to D হোয়াটস হ্যাপেনিং হিয়ার শো মি দ্যাট ওকে অপরচুনিটি কস্ট বাড়ছে না কমছে দ্যাটস ইট Don't try to calculate everything. You don't need it. Okay. Question number G and H ki to bola ache just sketch, no need to plot. That means এই যে number দিয়ে এরকম plot করতে হবে না. Just without any numbers, rough, মানে just like a freehand drawing. Just make sure your basically axes are correct and if it's shifting, shiftটা correct ভাবে দেখানো হচ্ছে. এই ডায়াগ্রামটা আবার plot করে এই পয়েন্টগুলো দিয়ে আঁকতে হবে না জি আর এইচ এর জন্য জাস্ট রাফ ড্রাগ এই যে ডিমান্ড সাপ্লাই যেরকম আঁকলাম উইদাউট নাম্বারস এইভাবে প্লট ওই ডায়াগ্রাম ড্র করলেই হবে স্কেচ বলতে এটাই বোঝায় অলওয়েজ রিমেম্বার দ্যাট ঠিক আছে ইজ এভরিওয়ান ফলোইং
Yes, miss.
নাম্বার 6 ও একই ভাবে দুইটা কোশ্চেন দেয়া আছে দুইটা সিচুয়েশন দ্যাট মিন্স দুইটা ডিফারেন্ট ডায়াগ্রাম দিয়ে বুঝাতে হবে মার্কেটে কি হচ্ছে again sketch no need to plot you don't need numbers just freehand drawing that's sketching number 7 e kintu it's plotting এখানে প্রাইস দেয়া আছে কোয়ান্টিটি সাপ্লাইড কোয়ান্টিটি ডিমান্ডেড দেয়া আছে ওভাবে প্লট করতে হবে and then you'll answer the question so আমাদের এই টপিকটা এখনো বাকি hopefully the next class complete হয়ে যাবে and you'll be able to answer this in after the next class so far you will be able to answer up to this question if you study today you start studying you'll be able to answer this okay সবাই নোটিস দেখেছে এক্সামে
Yes, ma'am.
okay
Yes, ma'am.
now I have a question next week is exam week right mid one week
Yes, miss.
এখন honestly tell me are you going to come to class on Sunday নাকি are you going to miss the class on Sunday because of your exam week because খুবই important topics কিন্তু করানো হচ্ছে এখন if you miss it it's part of your syllabus
No, miss. I don't want to miss this class.
because if it ends up that অনেকেই আসে নেই because exam week হচ্ছে you're going to miss the important topics which are part of your syllabus and then you'll do bad in your exam if that's the case I'm willing to take the class before Sunday and I can cancel it's up to you ক্লাসে না আসবো না এক্সামের জন্য সেটা রিজন হতে পারবে না কিন্তু যদি এটাই থাকে প্ল্যান তাহলে আগেই বলতে হবে আমি ক্লাসটা আগেই নিয়ে নিব সানডে আমি ক্যান্সেল করে দিব Is everyone following?
Miss, our next class is on
Thursday, but I know Sunday থেকে exam week start হচ্ছে.
Oh, yes.
That's why I'm asking you. ঠিক আছে
ম্যাম থার্সডে তো ক্লাস হবে মানে সানডের কথা বলতেছেন যে
আমি সানডে কথা বলছি because that's the exam week because students have a tendency of not showing up during exam week.
ইয়েস ম্যাম সানডে আমার মিড আছে
তো সেটা তো সবারই থাকবে কিন্তু মিড তো নিশ্চয়ই আমার ক্লাসের টাইমে হবে না এই মিডের টাইমে হবে তুমি একা চাইলে হবে না সবাই everyone has to agree to one decision that's the whole point
ম্যাম তাহলে এটার ফ্রাইডে অর স্যাটারডে মেকআপ নেওয়া যায় না
হ্যাঁ তো everyone has to agree
ভালো হয় আর কি যেহেতু মিড
Yes,
আছে
Friday and
অনেকে
Saturday, I have another meet of this course.
which Friday which Saturday
It's this 7th November, Saturday.
Friday তে না Saturday তে তোমার
Saturday, probably.
Saturday, okay. So you all need to agree to one thing. Otherwise, আমি change করবো না.
Ma'am, weekend নিলে I think better হয়।
I don't have a problem. আমি Friday তে class নিয়ে নিব Sunday টা। আমার কোনো সমস্যা নেই। It's up to you. Everyone has to agree to one thing.
ম্যাম ফ্রাইডেতে নিয়ে নেন না।
জি ম্যাম
ফ্রাইডেতে নিয়ে নেন।
জি ম্যাম
ফ্রাইডে
Friday.
Okay. I need to also talk to the other section. So I'll let you know. ঠিক আছে?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Sadia Alam?
Yes,
Sadia
miss.
Alam? Okay. Debobruto Ghosh?
Yes, ma'am.
Abul Hasnat Maharaj? Abul Hasnat? Jubair Ahmed? Jubair Ahmed? Fahad bin Qasim?
Yes, ma'am.
Nazmul Islam? Nazmul Islam Naim? Golam Rabbani?
Yes, ma'am.
Golam Rabbani? Okay. Lamia Ishrat? If your name has been called, you can leave. Naam daka hoile, you can leave. Faisal Ahmed?
Yes, ma'am.
Abir Hassan?